What's up, guys? We're gonna be playing some 7+2. Laughing at my own joke. Delayed reaction. Welcome, everybody. We're gonna be playing 7+2 Rapid Versen tournament today. I have to practice my Hungarian. I'll be going back to Budapest for a little while at the end of this next month. Pichu made me think of that, being from Hungary. His head hurts after watching him playing chess all day. What were you doing? What kind of tournament? Whew, S4 is going to join for a couple games. That's just to slow me down or what, man? Alright, guys. I just got out of the shower. I had a lot of stuff I was just doing right before the stream, so... You know, when you get out of the shower, you're like sweating from the hot shower, and then you're like sweating because it's hot anyway. So I've got my Quang Liam towel here. Patented to put down on the table. It's not only towel, it's an armrest so that you cannot get carpal tunnel syndrome when you're playing like 7-hour tournament games. Alright, but this is really like a matter of fashion. I think the Quang Liam had something of more of a gray model. Alright, we've got the arena set up. It's 7+2 casual. Here's the link once again. Guys, please support the stream. Support the stream by being a subscriber. Thanks to you guys who are here as subscribers. Mr. Coffee, Asterbait, Soltigo, me. JCS was here first. Asterbait is here. Okay, Mr. Coffee mentioned him. S4, we also known as Saul. Thanks, guys. If you can't afford to support the stream, just support the stream by hanging out with us like Pichu does. Being a regular. You guys can also make a donation via PayPal or just donate via bits here. Last chance to donate for the month of July. August is upon us tomorrow. Man, I'm so thirsty. So, Sparkle Horse, Pichu, Soltigo, S4, Mule Skinner, and Fuzzy Logic. All strong players thus far. Everybody's welcome to play if you have 15 games or more of the rapid variety. I lowered it to 15 game requirement. I mean, nobody can complain about that. I did like 20, 30. But I figured with the rapid, the 15 games will at least rule out people from just starting right in with a troll account. Asterbait, how you been? What's up, everybody? I was at the beach today. Beautiful here. Nefedov too tired to play or even watch. Nefedov is usually the late night. The guy who stays up late night. He's always on when I'm trying to go to sleep, usually in Budapest. Nefedov is like chatting to me secretly on lichess when I'm trying to fall asleep. That is when I'm in Europe, when I'm in Budapest. He's always up late. But tonight he's had too much. Is there such a thing as a PayPal station like MoneyGram? Because I don't have a credit card. MoneyGram. You just made me think of Chevy Chase and the Land Shark. Greatest skit ever on Saturday Night Live. You can't even find it. You can't even find it because it's like been taken off of YouTube and stuff. It's so lame. Alright. So we've got 4 minutes. Wow, we're starting in 4 minutes. I think that Savali Tartakover's, I don't know, man. I kind of like Tartakover because he wrote 500 Mass Games of Chess, and he's a decent player, but I don't like this quote that much. It's a really one-dimensional way of looking at isolated pawn. And I think that the modern interpretation of isolated pawns, at least my interpretation, is that it works both ways. You know, the isolated pawn can be a very, very beneficial thing if taken in consideration the circumstances and the position is played correctly. Tartakover makes it sound like isolated pawns are always bad. I think this is actually a bias that affects a lot of players that it isn't really true. It's kind of a misnomer. The isolated pawn can be a good thing. Like yesterday, Mule Skinner, one of our regulars, played a good IQP game against me, where I thought his isolated pawn was, you know, Kind of a strength, not so much a weakness. FIDE president. You saw an interview with an English grandmaster supporting Macropolis sounded reasonable. I mean, Macropolis has been like the FIDE gangsta forever. I mean, I don't know what the options are, but that's like voting for Mike Pence instead of supporting Donald Trump. I mean, you know, you're getting basically the same thing as the status quo already. But I don't know. You know, all those guys that have been in there for all that time, I would assume, you know, I always assumed they're all gangsters. But what do I know? I don't know enough about it. I haven't been looking into it. But anybody is better than, say, you know, Ilumzhinov. But he'll still be pulling the strings from the distance, I guess. All right, we've got nostalgia for wine back. This guy's making me wonder, who is he and how does he know we have this tournament once in a while? Where does he come from? He never ever joins our stream except for this, and he dominated one of these tournaments. Malcolm Pine. I mean, come on, you know. I don't know Malcolm, but he's old school. Malcolm Pine is a GM? What? If that's the case, then like they've been he must have got the title for like supporting Macropolis or something. I don't think that Malcolm Pine is a GM. If he is, then somebody, you know, sold him the title, because that guy, I don't think he was ever a GM. I mean, as far as I know. I don't think he was ever like GM strength. He was like a very average IM. You can give me the GM title while you're at it, Mr. Macropolis. What's up, guys? Nignog Kingdom. Where does he come from? Where does he go? Where does he come from? Nostalgia for wine. Exactly. Where does he come from? Who is he? And he's from Spain. But not really a follower of my stream. I'm surprised he knows about this tournament. Or is he like some secret account, like some secret double account of somebody on the stream, but very strong. Yeah, nostalgia from wine. But how do you make the flag show up? You just write in whatever you want, right? He's not necessarily from Spain. He just wrote that. It's a song. Are you serious? Where does he come from? Where does he go? Where does he come from? Nostalgia for wine, Joe? That's a song. Oh. Okay, well, if he did get the GM title, Mule Skinner, we know why, right? Anyway. Yeah, no, he's like a chess politician. Malcolm Pine, I mean, he's made a lot of money off of chess through every different possible avenue. So he's not like your average Joe, literally. Okay, he's a chess, kind of a chess businessman. Shady dude. Knight f3, but he's kind of not really shady. He's on the up and up, I guess. But he seems to be in it for the money. I don't know if I'd put my support behind him. Knight f3. I gotta play nostalgia for wine here. I don't know why I chose this move. I didn't even play the Slav. Completely not warmed up. But don't get me started with chess politics. So if you don't play the Slav, what do? You know, I mean, you got to play it like a King's Indian. I wasn't really prepared mentally. I don't know why. I was like gonna run out of time. So I just played c6. Don't know why. I was kind of hoping for like knight f3, c6, e4 or something. Maybe go into a Caro Kann. But I don't have to play d5 since he's playing the position kind of quietly himself. But I wonder if Nostalgia for Wine isn't another reincarnation of you-know-who. He would have had to change his whole repertoire. You know who I'm talking about. Some of you do. The person who used to play our tournaments all the time. But this guy was waiting to play in this tournament. Just in the interview, he mentioned some games he won against Adams. Got that in there. Another strong GM. It's like funny, like a 2018 Malcolm Pine interview. I beat Adams in a you know. But he's a huge chess politician, although I don't know if he ever actually held a FIDE office. He's more into the money side of things. Trying to make a money from chess. I'm not really trying to, I'm just trying to survive. I'm not trying to make a money from chess. Nostalgia for Wine now made a strange move. Gambiting a pawn. Calculated risk. Clearly. Put him away. Not as easy to put him away as you might think here. Knight takes f2. Don't make the mistake of underestimating this dude. He really dominated in one recent tournament I did here. So I'm not going to underestimate him. Okay, it looks like I should almost have a tactic, but I just don't quite see it working. Queen b6 maybe. Queen b6 maybe. Queen b6, queen b6. Man. Queen b6, bishop e3. Feels like I should have something. I'm also really surprised that he's actually made a mistake of this magnitude here. Nothing really clear I can do. I was thinking queen b6, c5, winning the exchange. Soul gems. Knight takes f2, king takes f2, c5. Is it even worth it? It is time use. What is this guy's time? Blitz 16 games for 2000. Classical rating 2138 after 47, but in rapid he's like way higher. That's kind of weird, dude. Why is his rapid 300 points higher than his other ratings? I mean, he has far more games, true. Alright, I don't know what to do. I don't see anything. I want a tactic to work here, but I don't see it happening. He just moves super fast. Like super duper fast. And I'm not even awake yet. So the idea is to play, I guess, queen e1, coordinate all of his forces. All his forces on my horses. Like the Dutch defense. It's like a Dutch Leningrad. I have to play f5 now. I don't have to play f5. I can go home. But for a guy who doesn't play Bullet and Blitz, or he's 2096 in Blitz, he's playing like very, very fast. And this is a weird, weird player. There was a draw the first time I played him, but it was a strange game. I think he missed a win like right near the end. You're playing Fuzzy Logic, okay. I never met Malcolm Pine, but this guy's been around forever. But I wouldn't trust Macropolis as an old school FIDE. You know, he's been making his living off of FIDE for a good 20 years, right? They need a new administration. They need to drain the swamp. in the federation, the International Chess World Chess Federation needs to drain the swamp, dude. They're up to their ass in gators. I actually have a coffee mug that says that. Something to that effect. But still, hopefully it'll be like getting away from Lumjanov at all would be an improvement. So he plays h4. That's a really weird move too. Alright, whatever. Whatever floats your boat. I'm afraid of this guy. You know, he's kind of scary. He plays weird moves. He plays them fast. His speed scares me. He dropped a pawn like a baby in the first couple of moves. But I think he's just sandbagging to make me off guard. He's sandbagging to take me off guard. So what do we do next? Well, I think h5 probably worthy of consideration here. Given that h5 by him might be kind of disruptive. But like the time isn't supposed to be what this is about. It's 7+2. I hate when people just play fast. You have a worse position, you're supposed to take your time. Darn it. Making a huge concession here by playing d5, but I kind of want to clarify the situation since I'm getting low on time. Okay, do we take with the pawn or we take with the knight? I was thinking that this was a player who formerly would play on the stream all the time. I mean, why does he just appear out of the blue for this tournament? Hang a pawn on like move 3. Just because I'm paranoid doesn't mean they're out to get me. They're not out to get me. I'm just gonna opt for a draw against this guy. Doesn't want to draw. He's a pawn down, but he doesn't want to draw. Alright, that makes sense. Makes a lot of sense, right? You don't accept a draw a pawn down. Okay. That's strange. Pretty strange. I would say beyond pretty strange, right? Obviously now I can play for a win without really risk. Very difficult endgame to win per se, I would imagine, but it's good chances. Okay, my board keeps slipping on me. Can't understand declining a draw, a pawn down. But everything's weird about this account. The rating, the difference in ratings, the way he just appears. Alright. He's got some counterplay. This is hard to win. A4, I guess. Maybe this is theoretical draw. I'm honestly not sure. All rooking games are draws. That's what they say. I mean, I'm inducing f4 here, which would be a real big weakening. He offered me a draw. Then he's just like a bad sportsman. Offering me a draw, dude? Seriously? My complaining makes you feel better. That's why I'm here, man. To make everybody feel better. You're not the only one. Valencia, Spain, member since April 17th is suspicious. Why is that suspicious? It's just suspicious how the guy shows up for this tournament, but he doesn't ever come to my streams in general. And it's suspicious why there's such a huge difference between his rapid rating and his other ratings. Rubinstein was a great rookie game player. Rubinstein was a great every endgame player and a great player, period. One of my favorites. So I think this is winning. You know, this seems like nostalgia for wine. He's not really a. It's not really an endgame. Special check, king up over. Should be good enough. I'll give him that pawn because I'm a generous guy. Man, this took forever. Maybe he's just slow. He was outstripping me the whole first part of the game in terms of moving fast. Comes up with a secret move here. All right. We're cutting it close. We have such good king position. Cut him off. That's all we need. No, he like totally dominated the last tournament. That's the other thing that's surprising, how he made mistakes in this game, because last tournament he was just totally dominant. Offering me a draw like 2 pawns down is a strange thing. I mean, I offered him a draw pawn down, but I don't think my position was that great. I thought it was a draw. My isolated pawn was kind of hard to maintain, and he had more time. I figured he would draw it anyway. But declining a draw, you know, was nothing short of insane. So, it's actually, I don't think he understands the arena concept here. Probably you should resign and go on to the next game, because you're only hurting us both by not, you know, just finishing this up. It's an increment tournament. It's not increment. You know, non-increment would be different. Now he went away. It's kind of weird. It's like he's just trying to prolong it as long as physically possible. It's weird, dude. It's really weird. I mean, offering a draw and then playing this out in an arena tournament. Why are you doing this? More questions than answers about this guy. Very, very strange. Okay, going back to our tournament. The Troller of the Arena. Yeah, and like he won the last one, but how are you going to win the arena by like just playing on and on and on in a lost position when you could be racking up points and stuff? And the other thing is, why would he decline a draw pawn down, and then why would he offer a draw like 2 pawns down? I mean, everything is weird. But it's not, where is Soltigo? It's not the guy who I thought it was. Pichu did not have, you're not the first person. So S4 had time to get out into the lead. Mule Skinner with 3. Cormorant's pretty good, guys. So watch out for Cormorant, he's tough. Watch out for the guy I just played, which is a really weird account I can't explain. We're just getting started here. Zen Chess is good. We haven't seen Zen Chess in a while. So I have like 2 of the strongest players right off the bat. I love arena tournaments. Why would you create a name like that? He might be mad you think he's suspicious. Well, I mean, if that was the case, I would just like leave the tournament. But whatever, man. I mean, it's my job to be suspicious. Why are you like 2400 in Rapid and then like 2076 in Classical and Blitz, you know? That totally doesn't make sense. It's possible though. It's possible he played like some of those games a long time ago. You know? It's absolutely possible. I'm allowed to be suspicious though. I've got to be suspicious. Alright. So, what do I know about this position? Let him get away with something here. I'm trying to remember what I'm supposed to do. I guess Queen B3. He's alien. Thanks guys for supporting the stream by subscribing. So S4. Now is Queen C7 a move there instead of Queen B6 as well? Perhaps. I think I'm basically playing the black side of the London system here with an extra move, which is not very exciting. Knight H4, probably not appropriate here. Queen C7, Bishop F4, good call, C-E-T-S, yes. So, he has to play Queen C8, that's his only alternative. Come to think of it, I think I had a student or somebody I went over a game recently where they played that. It's not that bad. Somebody I know played Queen C8. Is it possible to achieve to pass ELO 2000 if you're a little bit older? Still somehow around, yeah, I mean, of course, Lord on us. But you may have to like relearn the game. I mean, you've got to break out of all those bad habits you developed over the course of the years, let's say. Oh, this is passive. I'm playing, alright, I'm playing passively. I think I'm supposed to play C5 there. Smarter than you look. That's true. I'm also... Okay, this is a weird move. Why do you even want to toy around with the idea of giving up that dark squared bishop? Because that piece really protects his dark squares. I just don't think that that's a piece you really want to exchange, especially for a knight. Unless you have an extremely good reason to do so. One of your games, Mr. Coffee. Okay. Thanks for owning up to it. I'm just kidding. Trolling Mr. Coffee a bit there. So A3. But that explains it, Mr. Coffee. Okay. Very well. C5 breaking the tension, huh? Now I'm looking at knight h4. Let's go for it. Maybe we could get both bishops. I played the other knight. Oh my god, knight a4. No, no, not knight a4. It's not a bad move, knight a4 probably. This was a good reaction, knight e7. Can I play a3 simply? Then I have to take with the queen on c3. I'm just going to play with the bishop pair here for what it's worth. For what it's worth. Alright. He's got a 2-minute time lead, but you can't take it with you. Someone said h3 seems slow. That's irrelevant. Hey, what's the most irrelevant move on the board? h3, okay. Well, if the computer is going to be asked, like Stockfish, who's better here, it's going to say white's better because I had the bishop pair. But that's overrated. I think his position isn't too bad. I'm scratching my leg. Like, I got these horrible fly bites. There are these insane green flies that bite you on the beach here. Man, it's like not only painful, but it hurts. Did I say that? Alright, I got distracted. It's not only painful, but it hurts. Oh, it's not only painful, it hurts. Oh, no, h5, it hurts. No, I love it. It's a great move. Great move. That's the chess panda. He's a big aficionado. No doubt S4 wanted me to break out the chess panda. So you're not going to castle kingside, eh? Wow. Actually, he can come in here on d6. That might be a good square. Hopefully he'll go to d6. g3 is kind of a weird move. But this was my big idea to play g4. Very deep. To meet h4 with g4. The pawns stop. You guys can quote me on that. It's not only painful, but it itches, is what I was trying to say. Incredibly painful at first, and then very, very itchy. I don't know if they have these flies in other countries, but man, they're brutal here. Like marshland. Please don't let the time run out. What? Pichu's like talking about his game in the chat there. Soul will overtake you, streaming throne. Who said that? Better not, man. He better not. Is he streaming too? So S4 noticed about the he noticed about the C5 idea. Alright. I just wanted to fix this whole pawn situation on the king side. The dude is nutty. I mean, alright. He just likes creating like chaos, basically. So I'm definitely castling queenside now. I wonder about that knight a4 idea. Castling queenside. Here comes a5. a5, knight a4 might be interesting now. He just trades straight up on c3, going for 2 knights against 2 bishops. 3 possible recaptures. Alright, my bishop is not great on d2, so we'll try to improve it. I'm really happy to get the queens off the board against s4 because he's extremely dangerous in middle game. Queen on positions where he's got tactics and stuff. I feel like in the endgame, I'm still a bit of a favorite. But yet, I think this position is pretty much okay for him because he's managed to kind of lock the structure. No doubt the engine will say that I'm slightly better here, but, you know, in reality, see, what's my plan? Kind of a weird move, that at a5, but also kind of logical. Magical. The bishops aren't better than the knights. Look at him coming after me. Dude, leave me alone. The moves just keep coming. It's just like, they're just coming. There's no thought behind it. He just makes the moves quickly. Very shallow, but solid and fast. He's not really thinking. He's just making quick moves. You know, that's why I don't play bullet chess. What would be the idea of bringing the king to d2? I wanted to bring the king to d2, but then I realized he's sitting his knight on f6 and e4 with check. I don't think my king is that bad where it's at. The king d2 would have protected the e3 pawn, though, to be perfectly honest. I kind of like that. Not sure if this exchange is even good. But perhaps we can try to do something on the G file, the C file, some sort of file. I don't think I'm that much better. King f7. We are a little better. King f7. What do you want to do with that? Alright, whatever. Whatever. Bishop b4 looks pretty, but it doesn't do anything. Yeah, that was the Panda. That was the Panda in the background. He's psychic. Somebody dial the psychic network. We're going to double on the G file. Ye old G file. He's a very strong rook c6 here. And I have been known to lie. I learned it from my government. Wow, knight f6 was a good move. Damn, bishop takes f5. Pawn takes f5, rook takes h4. He sacks a pawn. That actually looks kind of disturbing, dude. Man, that is a brilliancy. Seriously? Sacking a pawn. Damn, dude. My god, my rook is almost trapped. It's trapped. What? He actually calculated that? My rook is trapped on rook takes h4, g5. He saw that in advance? Dude, I didn't see that till like I played the last move. That's pretty deep. Man, that's really annoying. What is going on here? I don't even know who's better. That's kind of a weird move. He's fast, isn't he? Why b5? I don't really want to trade rooks per se. I want to keep his king kind of as a target. He's so much faster than me. It's crazy, dude. What is his blitz rating? Only 2070, but he doesn't play, dude. How many accounts do you have S4? Where do you actually play? Because you never get any rated games. Your ratings never change. Like, you play me a lot on my stream. I guess do you have another account or something? Like, where do you play? You actually have very few games. Do you just play unrated games? Wow. Oh, this is kind of weird. Okay. Preemptive retreating move. And Anyway, my rook is ridiculous. Come on. I can't leave this there. On g5. So I'll check him on the 7th. You know, maybe I could have played the rook check first, then he plays king h6, then retreat my rook. It isn't the main account, so he admits it, man. What an honest guy. He admits it. The bishop, the bad bishop. Come in, come in. Oh, now he's seen the light. Alright, alright. It's not so easy to make progress here, truthfully. But actually, what's he doing? I thought you'd see it your way. Now he has an exchange of those guys, okay? Okay. What am I doing exactly? Does anyone know? Wait. Here? Man, I'm such an idiot. I managed to, like, help him. Pretty much. Why didn't I take the pawn? I could have taken the pawn. Alright. We wanted to play something more complicated. Just because I want to, like, lose on time or something. Really wanted to improve his knight as much as possible. F4. Alright, this is going to get crazy. It's probably the right move, though. Go for it. Maximum complication. Man, look at the rook c8, how thought out that move is. How does he find these moves so fast? Now I'm just mated, magically. I can't possibly move as fast as him. Check out his rating. He's like 2,000 in Blitz. 2,000 in Rapid. Just hung a rook. I just hung a rook. He just panicked. Wow, I was just dead. Oh my god, dude. He is talented. I don't deserve to win that game. Alright, back to the tournament. I dropped a rook. I need to play more sudden death blitz, because I'm just extremely slow. Okay. I like the way that you, like, just try to complicate the game. No matter what, man, you just continue to try to complicate it as much as possible. Intentionally, you know. It worked. I was dropping a rook. I was almost getting mated. You were probably worse, but I didn't have enough time, and I let the position just spiral out of control. Which is what you're working on the whole game, basically. So it finally came to fruition, And just as he was about to take my rook, he didn't take it, and I picked up his f2 pawn. Extremely lucky. They say there's no luck in chess, but it's absolutely a lie. Jeroen actually is still a mod in a stream. So, oh man, the bird's opening. It's so, you know, let's just play the Sicilian. Saul is an amazing player. He doesn't play many games, many rated games on this account, I guess. So he's pretty underrated. I would say he's master strength. I mean, his score against me is nearly 50%. Okay, what am I doing? I'm getting tricked into playing like a... I'm getting tricked into playing some kind of English opening reversed or something. What is this? Neo-Dutch reversed? S4, it was an interesting game for a long time, but I'm just terrible when I get low on time these days. If I had, you know, say 2 hours a day to play like sudden death blitz like I used to, when I didn't have so many responsibilities, I would probably be a wickedly good blitz player still, but I'm kind of sort of slow. It's bad. I don't know. You know, I've only been playing on lichess for like 2 years, and before that I never ever played on you know, like a web browser-based chess, you know, site. And I still feel like after 2 years of playing on lichess, I never played like on chess.com or other browser-based sites. Every site I ever used was like with a dedicated interface or something. I feel there's something weird about making moves on the browser. Still, I can't quite get used to it. I'm not that fast with it. But lichess is the best, I think, you know. Interesting clash of styles. I don't know. I mean, I was very happy to get the queens off, and he's still coming at me with, like, trying to get complications. It is an interesting clash of styles. Speaking of clash of styles, anybody seen Clash Kid? I think the time here, my American stream isn't really good for him. We will be going back to Hungary in a month, guys. So I think from September the 1st, I'll be streaming from European time again. From European time again. All right. So c4. He's basically played f4, jumping over his knight. The cow jumped over the moon. CD, queen takes d5. Knight c3, queen a5. That seems kind of weird. CD, queen d5, knight c3, queen d8, like ed. Huh. Makes you like say, okay, then I can play knight f6, but that's the pawn they're talking. Knight f6, CD, knight takes, still e4 looks like a good move. Then I can take on c4, and also I don't really like that. So what the heck am I supposed to do here? What am I missing? CD, queen takes, knight c3. Let's say queen d8, ed, and then knight f6, and then d5. My knight is embarrassed, has to go back to b8. I know that it seems like I'm taking forever, dude, but this is an important move, people. People, this is an important move. Take your time. It's okay. That's why we have 7 minutes to use it. You know, use it when you need it. If you need it on move 5, you need it on move 5. I don't understand. What am I supposed to do here? This is a really disturbing move. I have one of these weird ideas. C takes D, queen a5 check. Is this a good way to like lose a piece or something? Queen a5 check, b4. Then I could play knight takes b4. That's just bizarre. Alright, whatever. Basically, I spent a lot of time and I don't know what's going on even after all that time I used. So it's like the Henning-Shara Gambit. I could do some sort of Queen A5 check. In between move. An in between move. Like the Godfather. Queen A5. Check. Knight BD2. That's not good. Queen A5 check. Bishop D2. Queen takes D5. Haha, no more tricks of Knight C3. You see, if you take your time, you can find some really interesting ideas. What's happening with Nostalgia for Wine? Did he leave the event? His game against me last time was weird. That's why I'm suspicious of him. Though it was a draw, it was still weird. Alright. So, Queen A5 check. There it is. B4. I could take with a knight with really weird complications. Bishop D2. No, B4. Knight takes B4. Bishop D2. What am I talking about? That's not real. Now, it is possible for Yurun to go, you know, S4 style and play like King F2 here, which is probably not as good as it would have been if I hadn't played Queen A5 check. Yeah, this is a brilliant move if I do say so myself. This is a brilliant move. Maybe it will be disproved by the computer, but... Because I'm thinking if I play the routine Queen takes D5, he plays Knight C3, and he suddenly just has like a good game. But this is just a different story now. You know, I can take this with impunity. I can try to take a second pawn. Okay, this is probably the right thing, though. He's got to take CD. And then we have interesting moves, like Bishop G4. I mean, ED. Let's say Bishop G4. I also have the check on E4 in some positions. Sorry for bad English. We understand pretty much everything you write us for. But I mean, my own family is, you know, speaking a foreign language half the time, so it gets confusing at times. Since I'm not really a fluent Hungarian speaker, I'm kind of kindergarten level. Here's the question. Now what should I do? Bishop G4, Knight C3, Bishop takes F3, Knight takes D5, Bishop takes D1. One of those Knight C7 check type of things. Then King D8, and then he like grabs my rook, but I save my bishop and then try to trap his... Nah. That's too sketchy to me. That looks too sketchy. I do have a check, though, on E6, which might be good. Still not sold on this. Bishop G4. We've got to answer. Knight takes C6. Looks dangerous. I mean, Knight C6 takes D4 looks somewhat dangerous. We've got no development. I'm up 2 pawns with no development there. Feels wrong. It just feels wrong. Knight F6, Knight C3, Queen E6 check, Bishop E2, and then something like just castle. I feel like I'm wasting time here. Alright, I didn't really fully calculate this. It feels kind of risky. The problem is Knight C3, Queen E6 check, Queen E2, Bishop takes F3, Queen takes E6. But maybe that's not so bad for me. Pretty messy, though, and I don't really think I'm necessarily better. Ubot is timed out. Guys, please support the stream. Bit donations, subscriptions here on lichess. Help me keep this going. I'm the best chess player on Twitch. I wish, but thank you for the vote of confidence. Bishop g4. It's like he's playing a good position with his pawn jumped over on f4. Like, it would be a more c3 Sicilian, Mora. c3 Sicilian if the pawn was back on f2. And white to move. With the pawn back on f2 and another tempo, let's say he'd be really good to go. Mule Skinner's out in first place. Borkro is new. He's from Czechia, which is also known as, the artist formerly known as the Czech Republic. Knight c3, queen e6 check. It's alright, Snooker. Bishop takes f3. I appreciate you guys just spending time and hanging out with me. If you can't afford to subscribe, no problem. So queen e6 check. Buying time is what I want to say. Biting time. Buying time. I don't want to get too greedy, you know, and lose the initiative, lose the lead in development by too much. But I know Jeroen, and I know that I can beat him on the clock. He's one of the only players in the tournament who's slower than me. He's not a sloth, but he's like me. He tends to use his time too much. Here we are, move 9, and we both used up all our time. He's worse than me. Okay, now I have bishop takes f3, so this is just really dubious for white structurally. Taking the pawn is dangerous, but it might be the best move. There's a check on a4. I have to go back. And then, you know, it's something like castles queenside or any kind of move. If I don't take the pawn, he'll play king f2 or castles kingside anyway. You know, knight b5 looks kind of scary anyway. Let's say. I'm going to get developed. Maybe knight h6 drops stuff. Alright. Let's just stop d5 and quit wasting time here. No time to play the best move. Nostalgia lost to a 1000 player and an 1877. Yeah, that seems normal. Well, I mean, what's this 1000 player? Is that Leela from the other day? The 1000 who plays like a 2000? There's no shame in losing to a 1000 player, obviously. It happens all the time. I'm just concentrating on development and beating Jeroen on the clock. I'm ranked number 3. Fuzzy Logic. Wait, why am I ranked number 3? What does that mean? Maybe we were formerly ranked number 1 and number 3? This is former. My former self. He just resigned after 4 moves. That's one way to lose to 1000. No, there's something weird. Hey, S4, thank you for the 100 donation. Okay, so what are we doing here? C-file actions. Please don't have any tactics. Queen d6 is centralized. I could easily drop a piece in some line. Alright. Just trying to be correct. I'm like very aesthetic, you know, and Saul is like anti-aesthetic chess. He likes it ugly. The uglier the better. Alright, he finally succumbed. It's always nice to play against me, thank you. I didn't see f7 was dropping with check. See, this is where we get caught actually playing for time. Man. So it just becomes a blitz fest. Good move. Now Euron is actually better. I'm saying actually too much. He's all over me. Oh my god. Am I getting mated? I'm even having hallucinations and stuff. Here I was assuming I was winning. Keep making mistakes. No draws. Oh no. He didn't take the pawn. Oh. Oh, he could have traded rooks. I'm obviously accepting a draw like in any kind of blitz stream, but we got to win for the tournament. Alright. Back to the tournament. At the point when he offered draw, he's better. Probably he was winning. Nice job, Jeroen. Hanging in there with the ugly position. You lost the game with a FIDE unrated player. Now he's like 1900. Thank you for the game, Jeroen. Sorry I had to play for the flag there. We've got all kinds of drinks here. Beer, iced tea. The iced tea's gone. I've got water, coffee, pretty much everything. We run the gamut in terms of beverages. But Jeroen is a friend. I would normally take the draw, but we got the arena to contend with here. I've got to try to win the game by flag. Normally not my modus operandi. He had the better of me. I didn't think f7 was hanging. When I went knight a5, I was like, I was like, yeah, f7's protected. It's cool. And it's really funny because way back when I played rook fc8, you know, anytime you play a Grunfeld type of structure, you got to think about the f7 pawn. And when you play fc8 instead of ac8, this was like a mouse slip. Oh, isn't that lucky that he played g3 and not h4, huh? But anytime you play that rook fc8, you gotta think, is f7 going to be weak? And I actually consciously thought about it when I played that move, and it ended up biting me in the butt at the end. It's Bass Ale. I've got a Bass Ale here. I don't drink domestic beer. American beer is pretty bad. I mean, there are kinds of microbrews that are great, but a lot of them have like really weird ingredients and they give me headaches and stuff. Alright, f5. You have to really know what's in your beer, right? This f5 is standard Dutch. The Czech beer is good. I mean, I like Pilsner Urquell, but I like Budweiser better. Like the Czech Budweiser from Czechia. Soltigo tricky with the move order here with the c6. Like, knight h3 is a bad move because black plays e5. So I guess we play knight f3. We'll go into like a normal line. I used to really enjoy playing against the Leningrad Dutch, but this isn't a Leningrad, it's like a hybrid. He hasn't played g6 yet. He could play g6. Well, Soltigo was playing like f5 and he was playing f5 and c5 straight out of the gate in a lot of games. You hate the name Czechia? Okay. Well, somebody must like it there because they changed it. Yeah, but I don't know the politics of Czech Republic. I was just there 2 years ago. When was I there last? Winter 2016, playing in the European Poker Tour. I like Prague a lot. Been there a couple times. But the bankroll is gone. Mule Skinner got a performance of 2377. The Czech Budweiser different. The outhouse Yeti. You need to get out of the outhouse a little more often, man. No, Czech Budweiser, American Czech, American Czech Republic, American Budweiser are just not even connected. The American Budweiser sort of stole the name, I guess, many years ago, and it's like a copyright question, but they're just completely different. American Budweiser is like water. Czech beer is like real beer. Bishop e6 here. Yeah, no, they like legally changed it to Czechia, right? That's what I thought. Although I'm not an expert. I didn't know if it went into effect yet or, I guess it was voted on like this year or whenever, last year. Voted on. I don't know if it was voted on. How's the democracy doing in Czechia? Knight to d4. Not officially. Do you have a driver's license? What a strange question. Well, I'm not planning on drinking and driving if that's why you asked. Although, we don't have like a zero tolerance here in the United States. It's like a level. You can't have a blood alcohol level above a certain amount, but I never drive after I drink like one beer. I mean, one beer is okay, but I wouldn't drive after more than one. I'm a lightweight. No, I'm not a lightweight, but it's very important. Never drink and drive. Queen c8. This is a very strange move, dude. That is extremely awkward for black. Why are you putting the queen when it had such a nice diagonal there? Just to protect that pitiable pawn. Soltigo doesn't like castling. He doesn't like that. Alright, dude, I like castling. My king is safe. Do your worst. No, I'm trying to get my own license. Okay, but Snooker Lad, you're from a different country, right? Being a Snooker Lad almost guarantees the fact that you're from the UK or somewhere thereabouts. Bishop takes e6. I mean, I guess a Snooker Lad, could be from like Australia or something. This would be the right time, probably. Actually, what time is it? Is it like morning in Australia? No, maybe it's not the right time for Australia. Now would be like people would be sleeping. Knight takes e6. Just grabbing that. Oh, you're from Sweden. Yeah, that is surprising. I wouldn't have guessed Sweden in like 10 tries. Bishop takes e6 here. Mule Skinner out in first place. Zen Chess doing well. Bork Crow. Bork Crow, I don't think we've played, have we? No, I have played once. Yeah, this bishop... Okay, this is just a good Leningrad Dutch. I'm just going to play b3 and put my bishop on the long diagonal here. Guys, thanks for supporting the stream. We had a 100-bit donation from S4, Saul. Thank you so much. He's the bit leader for this week. You can also support the stream with PayPal donations. You can link PayPal donation through Twitch or my YouTube channel, Video Chess Training on YouTube. Please subscribe and like over on YouTube. That's free. If it's free, it's for me. Yes, it was that bishop ending. Very interesting. What's that? Alright. Man, your king is just chilling in the center of the board here. That's fine. That's fine. Soltiga, we're going to blast you, man. We're just going to blast you to pieces. Welcome to the middle of the board. The Panda's loving this. Oh, no. Oh no, Mr. Bill. We're having too much fun. Welcome to the E-file. So there's no immediate knockout. I was thinking the E-file. Man, I guess I could have taken on E6 first. So many choices, so little time, right? Knight takes E6. He doesn't like castling anyway, so... Knight takes C6. I thought I'll just pin him with rook E1. He'll walk away with king F7, you know, and that's the thing. And then will my rook end up, like, will I miss my rook not being on the F-file? So my point is that maybe I should pin him a different way, you know, and therefore bring my other rook over this way. Don't make a rook mistake like I did against my other customer. Soltigo will play most likely a king move here. He could play knight e6, but that doesn't look good. Mule Skinner is here. He's in the tournament. He's actually in first place. Unless you're saying, did he leave? He's playing right now. He's playing Borkro. Okay, knight takes c6 is interesting, but it would give away like my two best minor pieces. I don't know. In the chat, Mule Skinner's there. Yeah. We've got how many players now? Can anybody tell me? 58 viewers. Let's get it up to an average of 75. Come on, guys. Invite your grandmothers. Invite your friends. Invite your enemies. Let's get some more people in the stream here on a regular basis up to 75. So, Mr. Queen trade. That's surprising. He's not one to really trade queens typically. We got a nice endgame at this point. But no forced wins. No forced windows. Can you defend this ugly, ugly position? You know, this is not so easy. My advantage is minimal considering how really off kilter his opening was. He should be dead by now. If I wasn't streaming and I was fully concentrated, I think he'd be resigned by now. But I let him kind of get away with something. He's really not that bad. Maybe we could focus on this pawn here a little bit. Bishop a3. A new diagonal. Pretty much your standard like Leningrad, though he hasn't played g6. The themes are the same. You're messaging your grandmother. Okay. Even my mom is too old to use a computer. Alright, let's go. Bishop a3. He's making me sweat. No, that's the humidity here. Somebody was deleted. Borkro was deleted? What? What do you mean you were deleted? Oh, just caps in the chat? Deleted. I felt like your account was deleted. Yeah, it's just a rule that the automatic chat bot has, you know, not too many. You can't like be like Trump in a Twitter storm. It's not allowed to use too many caps. So can he go d5, bishop takes e7, and some sort of amazing... Yeah, he's going to try it. We're going to win a pawn and go into a rook ending up a pawn. If all goes well here. Technical endgame. Technical endgame day. Bishop takes. Knight takes. No.
No!
No. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me, man. How much time does Soltigo have? What's up, man? With the knight, or are you going to take with the pawn? Which is it? Knight takes, pawn takes. There you go. Oh, that's so embarrassing. I hate that one. That was an awesome move, man. Congratulations, Rook D7. Double exclam. Triple exclam. Rook D7, the tactical genius. Oh, no. All right. That is brilliant, man. That is brilliant. I'll give you credit for that. So now what do? We go for the gusto. Default Mubat. Oh no. Oh no. 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 No.
N-O.
This is going to require a little bit of calculation, I think. But we don't need the pawn, right? I mean, the important thing is who has the further outside pass pawn. It's not about how many pawns you have. It's about the quality of your pawns.
No!
No! The renowned king and pawn endgame expert, Soltigo. Someone's asking me, is it 1? I have no idea, actually. I know that I'm better, for sure. Whether it's 1 or not, I'm not really sure. I don't think A3 is necessary. Why do I need to use that? It's just not necessary. He has no threats. I mean, maybe I miscalculated. King B4, King D4, King A3, F5. Now you might want to think about A3. A3, A5, King D3. And now King D3, B4, A4, A4, B4. I would assume that I'm pretty close to winning. That's just like a losing move, right? He has to play A4. A4, no, D4. Maybe D4 here. So D4, and then he's starting King D5. I don't know, man. I mean, D4 looks like a good move, Soltigo, but I think this is just bad. I think you're just busto here. That's just like losing. So I might have messed it up, you know. But I think this is winning. Is there still some way he can save this? Possibly. But I have F5 check. This is just... gotta be good for me. Yeah, it doesn't matter. No way I would know if I was winning or not, but I mean, I was better, but I think I misplayed it. You know, it's very hard to play in a game like that perfectly with little time. Unless you're like a really huge specialist in king and pawn in games. Karsten Mueller or something would be able to tell you right off the bat, you know, if it's a win or a draw. I'm better. Yeah, but the thing is, Soltigo, exercising, technique in such a position is one thing. But what you need to do is to be able to evaluate that endgame in advance, like I did. I know I'm better. You should know your worst and you should avoid it. It's not a question if you're winning or whether you're drawing or losing. You've got a rook in game you can probably hold if you don't trade the rooks off. And so if you find yourself in that situation again, if you're not sure, then don't trade the rooks off. It's as simple as that. So Pichu. My Hungarian pronunciation is just crap. Istvan. It's like the short form of Istvan. Dude, you really need to get a life. If you're gonna troll other streamers, troll them on their stream, okay? Damn, dude, it's like I've got my own trolls. I don't need, other people's trolls. Or if you are gonna troll me, at least have the decency to make a unique troll for me. Nothing worse than a lazy troll. Railbird 80, what's up? Alright, what are we doing here? Worked on this with move 11 a little bit. One of our viewers, one of our subscribers. What am I thinking here? A6? The A6. I think I did play A6 against somebody. Seems kind of early to play it. There is knight H6 also. Speaking of trolls, where'd Bob? I haven't seen Bob in a while, man. That's a good question. I hope he didn't stop watching the stream. I miss Bob. So what are we supposed to do here? Why does this seem so weird? Roman played F6 against Michael Adams. That was a different position. I guess I have to do knight H6 now, for lack of a better move. Jakob Attila. I had a game like this against International Master Jakob Attila with white, I remember. And he drew me. I have played this maybe on 1 or 2 occasions with the white pieces. Past Pawn 99, what's up? Thanks again for being a subscriber. Bob is on vacation. Okay. I sent you a hard chess problem. Okay, cool. But I'm not going to solve it on the stream. But you know what, Snooker Lad? I do a subscriber stream on Thursdays. If you ever subscribe, that's something that no one's ever done, is submit a problem for the subscriber stream on Thursdays. But, if you guys have a suggestion for the stream, I'm not really that into chess problems. Some people absolutely love doing problems. I know, Tricks Only, he loves to do problem streams. What's the deal with this position? Why is this so strange? I feel like I don't have a useful move. I guess I have to play bishop g7. Deep, huh? There's something weird about black's position. This guy, needs to be, SP banned. ISP banned. SP banned. ISP banned. Dude. It's the same guy. He's got, multiple accounts on Twitch. Twitch should be able to monitor that, They should be able to tell when people do that. How hard could that be to track? Someone logging in with, 3 multiple accounts in a row. Just IP ban them. ISP. Alright. This is just excellent move order play by Pichu. I don't like my game. There are IP bans? Oh, how do you actually get them to be IP banned, man? Because these guys just keep coming back. Alright. So f6 now. Okay, I could play knight f5, I guess. That seems kind of weird. I'm not liking this. I'm not enjoying this position. Pichu's up to 2196. I think he had that rating before. Another guy who probably, I don't know, he probably has more than one account or something. It's like Saul. It's a nice idea to one day a month by solving problems live. It's a suggestion that I will consider. Nakamura, Kasparov, Blitz. Well, I doubt it, but probably something similar. There's no way Kasparov would be as clueless as me. You think this is possible? I think I'm just kind of worse here. I don't like this situation. But he decided to take and go for this kind of fixed structure thing. Everybody has their preference, but it's probably a good plan. It's very concrete. My bad, bishop. I have a bad feeling about this. Pre-moved. I think it's a friend of Soltigo's. It's got to be a little kid. No adult would do that. No matter how demented they are. Like a teenager thing. So sad and desperate for attention. You can't be anything but sorry for them. You know? Rook e8. Pichu, very solid player. Why did you take with the pawn on f6? If you have another suggestion, let me know. Because I lose a knight if I take with the bishop. Rook takes looks pretty strange. I mean, I guess you could take with a rook theoretically. I didn't really consider it, but I like the fact the f6 like controls like the e5 square and the g5 square. It's a pretty standard thing to do. It's a pretty standard thing to do in this kind of line. Maybe we're equal. Our king is not quite as safe, so we're happy to see the exchange of queens. Where we're more equal with the exchange of queens than we were without the exchange of queens. Some positions are more equal than others. Rook e1. Okay. This is totally equal. I mean, if this was a tournament game against the player who had the same rating as me, I would have no problem like accepting a draw here. You know, you might have fantasy that like, okay, the bishop's better than the knight. I'm not even sure. Maybe I should have played bishop d2 there. I don't think the bishop's better than the knight. The knight is well posted here. It's a poster knight. It's a poster boy for knights. Does your channel have lots of mods? Lots of mods. No, we have just a couple. This was a good move. A heads-up move. Alright. I'm gonna offer a draw here. I don't think that I'm better, man. You know, but I'm also don't think I'm losing. So, if you want to draw, I'm willing to draw and just move on to the next game. If you don't want to draw, we can play it out. It's fine. But I've set my sights on just holding and not expecting to lose. You know, he may assume that he's better because I offered a draw, but that's not necessarily the case. I think it's just equal, and I'm saving time for this arena tournament. He could actually lose this quite easily. I mean, my bishop could turn out to be a better piece. So I'm thinking g5, g4. Should be a draw. I think we're both going to waste a lot of time, basically. Fighting out, back and forth, struggling in equal position. And in arena, we should really try to get more points. So he's not in the top of the list here. He's down in 11th place. Good night, Saul. Thanks for joining us. We could always use like an extra mod, though, if somebody's interested. That's 2 draws I offered, and 2 draws that got declined. Alright, let's trade the rooks. I'm cool with that. If you're cool. Whatever cool with you. Dinosaur Jr. Oh, X Spark says I can't help mod. I can help mod. I do it for Eric Rosen stream. Oh, that's cool. Xi Sparks, I guess you say. Xi Spark. How do you pronounce it? Zhai? I don't know. Is it like Chinese or just a name? Okay, king takes e8. Pawns on dark squares we like to see. This is a draw, man. But I might win on time or on position. Okay, so it's Z Sparks. Is that a Chinese word though? How you pronounce it? G. Okay, so knight there. He's starting knight g7 check, which is really nasty. And I didn't actually foresee that move. So we got to be a little bit careful. My structure can get broken up. This was a strong move. G4, knight check. Is that really the best move? Probably not. Let's grab the B pawn. He's a little better structurally now, but it's still not enough for white to win. This has got to be a draw. He's just not really better here. Killing us, man. You're killing us. Killing us with a long game. Things could get interesting now. Pichu could lose on time. He could drop his F pawn on F2. Allow a protected passer. He could be worse now. Okay, on the other hand, it's hard for me to make progress. The progress. How do we make progress? We sack pawn? Can we sack pawn? Not really. We need another way in. Domination of knight. Wait, where's your knight? Now, how do you get your knight in the game from there? Cough. Cough, cough. Wait. What's that about? He has that move. No, he could have gone to G3 or G4. He's gonna lose. Declining my draws is like the recipe for disaster here. Well, I guess I go C3, huh? And just go back. Could have been a draw. All right, back to the tournament. Wow, Borkro just totally dominated. Cormoran lost his 2 games early, and he's still ahead of me. When I offer draw, take it, man. Come on. You could have got the draw and been playing another game by now. All right. Who else declined to draw? The first guy. And was there another one? How many draws declined did we have so far? I'm doing it psychologically to encourage them to overpress. No, I just know when I'm ready to, like, you know, play for a draw, and at that point I offer a draw. I'm just going to hold my ground and not, you know, I'm not going to overpress. I know what my realistic assessment is. I'm willing to accept it's a draw, and I'm not going to go crazy. Cormoran is fast, and he's in first place. He plays a lot of games. He plays quickly. NM Sheppy 13. Now, I totally forgot how Sheppy plays. What's up, man? He wasn't NM before, was he? I can't remember. Sheppy, were you NM before? Or is that new? Since the last time we played. So we're going to try to play solid here. The BOGO Indian. No. No, I need to win. We're trailing the leaders here. We got to go for it. Did I play the Blumenfeld against Sheppy? I don't remember. Almost nobody lets me play the Blumenfeld. That's the big problem with this opening. It's like very easy to avoid it by playing all kinds of different stuff. The only bad thing about the Blumenfeld is that it's like it never happens. You almost never get to play it. Like I studied, I made video about it. I made a video series for the Chess World about it, and like I've got to play it in like 2 games in the last year or something. Tournament link. Yeah, we got the tournament link. It's only 30 minutes left. So this is my mainline recommendation. The Blumenfeld Gambit has been kind of revolutionized in the last 15 years. It was basically not even considered like a good opening. 20, if you go back to 20 years ago. And it just was kind of rediscovered and reformulated. Is it sound? Yeah, I think it's sound. It's sound enough for the 2600 level. I don't know if you want to take it to 2700 or not. That's really the question. Nisipiano plays it, or did. He's 2700. Voldakitin. He's close to 2700, right? So you got a couple guys around 2700 who play it. I'm definitely not playing it at the 2800 level. But it's good until around 2680, 2690. You just want to win once against me. You haven't beat me, Pichu. I'm surprised. Alright. I didn't look at our score. Yeah, the problem is you start to psych yourself out. So that's why you declined to draw. He wanted to beat me. Just let it happen, you know? So this is, I think, one of the more common continuations here. Knight takes d5. Bishop takes e7. Queen takes e7. A takes b. There's like a Portish game from millions of years ago where this happened. I mean, I guess Laios was black. It's just a trade of pawns. We had a game on the stream in this exact line, I think. So you do not play it against Kramnik. Probably not a good idea. They'll get some kind of microscopic edge and torture you for 80 moves or something. That's the problem with playing the Blumenfeld against Kramnik. Right, so this is standard stuff so far, I guess. The problem is I so infrequently get to play it, I start to forget the theory, you know? It's not like the King's Indian or something where people let you play it every day. I play it and then I don't play it for like a month, and then I've forgotten everything I studied. Every time I play like d4, knight f6, c4, e6, knight f3, c5, 5 out of 10 players play e3. Like 3 out of 10 people play knight to c3, and then there's like some guy who play like some other totally random move. It's like 1 in 10 games you actually get to play the Blumenfeld Gambit. I mean, I don't want to like, you know, diss my own favorite opening, but it's really hard to actually get to play this thing. This Blumenfeld Gambit. So Sheppy here is also like probably unfamiliar with the theory. Maybe he played this much like just on general terms. Right. So what's his next move supposed to be? Well, that's what's causing him to think so long. You see, the problem is my queen's attacking e4. Can't play like knight c4. You can't take. Taking on a6 is possible. I mean, I guess I just have lots of choices there. I mean, I might even play like knight to b4, for example. I mean, I'm going to get the a6 pawn back. Okay, this is possibly a normal move. I can't remember now. Knight b4 or knight f4. Cipriano favors knight f4, and Gaia Megami plays like knight b4. This is where like the 2600 diverges from the 2700. Yeah, I'm gonna go Nispiano. I like Nispiano a lot. Good player. He's actually here on lichess. Don't remember his handle now. Well, I study chess because I'm teaching people all the time, but as far as studying for myself, I don't really have time. I just played bishop b7. I don't know if I have another move there. We got a nice time lead. Only 23 minutes left in the tournament. Doesn't look like I'm going to have a chance to win it. I mean, Cormoran's just too fast. This Borkrow, what did he win all of his games? Can't anybody beat Borkrow? Skinner's doing well. Well, alright. So I don't recall this exact position ever happening in one of my games. Actually seems pretty logical. Rook e1. I mean, I may have analyzed this. Knight c6 now, and if knight c4, rook d8 seems to be okay, right? What else can you do, really? I mean, knight d7, that's more passive. We don't want to do that. I like this guy on f4, but it's like, where's my attack coming from? Yeah, he just keeps coming up with the natural moves. Stop playing good moves, man. You're starting to piss me off. Knight d4. We could have some tactics. Knight d4, knight takes d4, queen g5. Knight d4. What would this piano say? He'd say, I need a moment to calculate. We have the time edge. Railbird said you should have played in this tournament. I'd like to do the 7+2. Okay, this is like psycho-aggressive. Rook d8 was a safe move. My concern was that if I play rook d8, he has knight b6, and then if like bishop b7, knight d5, white might be a little bit better. So I wanted to try something else. He took here. I recapture. Jettison my structure. On the hunt for some kind of attack. All my pieces are aggressive. Now we do the Gingy piece sacrifice. I remember when I played Roman in a rapid game back in like 1988. He did this knight sack against me that I just totally didn't see. I almost jumped out of my chair. You know, you're expecting like the knight takes f2, the bishop takes h2. You know, when people do the knight takes g2, that's when you're like, whoa, what just happened? You know, this like blows your structure into smithereens. If I do knight takes g2, but he has moves here. Position's kind of complicated. I did jettison my structure, but I have a lot of activity to compensate, so it's actually a hard position for Sheppy to play. A difficult position to play with less time. Let's say black has the kind of dynamic threats here. Bishop is unprotected. I have bishop on the long diagonal plus the knight. Only my rook isn't playing. Only 20 minutes left in this event, guys, so I'm not going to catch up to Cormorant. Maybe I can finish in the top 3. I forgot to berserk. I mean, is it possible that ancient aliens really exist? I think I have something here. But what is it? Queen g5. That's interesting. It's got to be interesting, right? Knight takes g2 is okay. Knight takes g2, king takes g2, queen g5 check, move the king somewhere, queen takes b5. But it's kind of messy and not that clear. You know, I feel like I've got to have something better than that, you know? But where is it? If knight e6, he has queen b6. Black has to have something here. Knight h3 check, obviously. King g2, knight f4 check, king f3, knight e6. I mean, that's insane, you know. I can do this. It looks like with impunity. Though he could go back, you know, to somewhere else. I can also take on f2. I feel like I should have something here, but I don't. Okay, 96 is unclear. I mean, king f3 is crazy. I mean, that's got to be like suicide. He's got to play a king move, another king move. So here, and we back off. His king looks toasty though. That long diagonal, come on now. Come now. Knight takes d6. Knight takes d6 is possible. There's got to be something here. How is this bad? How can this be bad? For a mere pawn. And he's in time pressure. McIntyre, thank you for subscribing. Yeah, d5 is my choice. Oh, d5 the move earlier. McIntyre was asking about f4. So now, I mean, his king looks really, really squishy. We might want to choose wisely. So he's got knight e5, unfortunately. It's also knight takes f4 and queen h4. Got plenty of time. Queen h5 was my first choice. It's not that convincing. He's not even as defense. Knight takes f4. Okay, knight takes f4. Pawn takes f4. Queen h4. This doesn't feel like enough. Could even get mated there. Queen g4. What am I doing? Queen g4, queen h5. Oh, this is weird, man. This is weird. Like knight e5, d takes e, bishop e2, e3 check. Doesn't go with that line. Got way more time than him. What a move. Do I ever have any sort of tactics? Why do I never have a tactic? I keep asking this in my simuls too. I mean, I'm better, I guess. Not really, though. Or maybe we're better. No, he fell for it. Alright. Tough game. I mean, even at the end, you're probably not losing. Mysterious Expert. Wait, who's that? LM Mysterious Expert. Is he a streamer? Have we played before? We played once. He joined the tournament pretty late, I guess. He's here, though. He's got 18 points. He's coming ahead of me. I'm in third place. Corman first. Borkro second. Borkro finally lost one. Congratulations to Mule Skinner for taking out Borkro. Played me in a simul 2 weeks ago. Good memory, HT. Alright. I don't know anything about Baleful. They're from Croatia. They're 1800. I'm going to try to berserk them. We'll try to berserk. Just play chess, right? Hopefully they're not super strong. We will just play chess. Yeah, let's keep it simple. Oh, that move. He's weakening the long diagonal. But I'm not sure it's that easy to exploit it. Trading queens. He has a nice long diagonal too, doesn't he? That's pretty irritating. I gotta watch b2. So he came out of this alright. Whoa. That's a pawn. Come on, Baleful. Start making some mistakes, dude. Playing too well. It's not allowed. I gotta stay fast. Oh, Mysterious Expert is active in the Discord. Okay. We only played once. I don't remember that. They said it was a simul. I forgot. Not surprising. Looking for tactics. Not finding any. We're slightly better. Slightly better. We'll take a small advantage here. Go into grind them down mode. That's an unexpected move. An unsuspecting move. Bishop f4 looks kind of awkward for the other guy. Here I go playing for tactics. It's always a bad sign if I start playing for tactics. That's always a bad sign, dude. You don't want to see me playing for tactics. That's a bad sign for me, I mean. Alright, we got 2 minutes remaining. But I think I win something here. Okay, we're winning. It's true. They have 10 minutes left. That's enough for one game, maybe, if this game is over soon. But I'm just trying to hang on to, like, 3rd place at this point. We're up a piece here. Baleful played too fast. I think when you someone's berserking against you, you should make every effort in the world to use all your time. I try to play extra slow when they're berserking. I'm good at tactics? Yeah. Maybe. It's funny though, because I don't really play for, you know, positions that give me a lot of tactics. Maybe that's a fault in my overall game plan. I am decent tactically. We're just shutting it down. 10 minutes left in the tournament. Mule Skinner's on 18. Zen Chess is on 15. Fuzzy Logic with 18. So Cormoran is uncatchable. He's fast and strong. Kind of a gambling player, I would say. But if I can finish this game and still play one more, I could even finish second. Guys, tomorrow's a day off, and then we're streaming our subscriber stream on Thursday. Please subscribe and support the stream. If you guys can support the stream with bit donations and PayPal donations, either on Twitch or on the YouTube channel, Video Chess Training on YouTube, it is much appreciated. I will be moving back to Hungary for a period of time, probably like September and much of October. We still have a month or so before that change goes down. So I will be alternating the time of day that I stream, probably. Actually not that much. We go back to the 10 a.m. though, it will be effectively 10 a.m. Hungary time. Effectively quite different. Stargazing has been called. What happened to the blood moon? We had no blood moon here. I was kind of disappointed. Alright, I need one more game. Come on, Baleful. Don't milk the whole 4 minutes. Just finish it up. You got to exchange rooks. You're done. You're losing all your pieces. Please just resign, and I'll take you first in a blitz stream next time. Just resign, man. Please. Alright, thank you. He did. That's awesome. Alright, we could just ask the opponent to resign. I can't catch up to Cormoran unless there was some sort of miracle fix. Unless it's a collusion. Can we hear collusion, maybe, coming up? Let's hope so. Alright, political innuendos, but no, let's be serious. We don't talk politics here on my stream. Cormoran, I'm not going to catch you, dude. I'll let you go this time. Catch and release program. Instead, you're playing the arena. Who is that, Borkro? Alright. Borkro, just take a couple games off. Don't try to catch up to me. Where is he? What's he doing now? He's not playing. He's settling for third. Be careful, Mysterious Expert is on the way. I should get one more game. Alright, Borkro. I have to play Borkro. How much time do we have? Go berserk. We gotta go berserk, right? He's probably pretty strong. He was like winning all of his games. But I'm not gonna be able to finish the game anyway, even with berserking probably, if he takes his full time. X1 Horse One, thank you for donating 200 bits, man. You're the bit leader for the week. That's awesome, dude. Thank you so much. Both your parents are from Budapest. No way. But you've never been to Hungary. Well, that's awesome. Wow. Yeah, one of these days. That's insane. So you must, I'm guessing you're not that young. Huh. Okay, dude, I'm distracted. Bishop e3, that's an aggro move. What am I supposed to hear? Mark, where are you? Dvoretsky. We studied this with Dvoretsky. I think it was this. Because I was looking at b6. That's a move too. I had a game with Mika Bratain, who's a really strong FM, almost IM strength in the US, and he actually did this, what you're doing, Borkro, with the black pieces against me, where I had like an extra move. I remember that a couple of years ago. It was a draw in the Mass New England Championship. So it's kind of a possible line. I had a game against a Turkish guy once where he played d4 here. That didn't work out well for white. That was kind of like what Dvoretsky was hoping for. d4, e4, c4, bishop g4. Some Turkish master I beat. He just walked into a bad position. So thank you for the donation, X1, and also for Saul, 100 bits. You guys are awesome. So I played d6. There won't be any d5 anytime soon. We play h6. We play a kind of standard setup here. h6, bishop e6, and f5. I gotta remember that I'm berserking. He's playing so patiently. This is what I recommended that you do if someone does berserk against you. Right. Yeah, this is a weird line. So I'm supposed to like take it and then play like d5. That's just, it's kind of weird. So you can trade like c pawn for e pawn and I dominate the center. That's good for me. I guess this is good for black. He can take, but I take with the knight and I'm on his valuable bishop. That may be like interesting. Cormoran definitely winning the tournament, man, with 33. I'm in second place unless Mysterious Expert can catch up. No collusion. Alright, d5. Congratulations to Cormoran. Too fast for me. Was Cormoran defeated, or is he perfect score? Or any draws, anything? No, he was. He like lost 3 games and still had time to get 33 points. The King Crusher system. Just get the losses out of the way and then just kill a lot of low-rated guys really fast. Professional rabbit basher. No, but good job, man. Borkro's thinking here. I only got 3 minutes. Borkro, if you promise to use just 1 minute, I might be able to score. Will I need the points to stay out of Mysterious Expert? Very likely. Mysterious Expert is strong. He's like 2200 classical. Another guy who's got weird ratings. Now, I assume this is good for me. if I could take and you don't have a good move here, b2 will be hanging. That could even like just win the exchange or something. How do you not lose the exchange here actually? You could sack the exchange. He's not losing it, he's sacrificing it. Do I really want to do that though? So even if Borkro just, you know, well, he's actually competing for a prize, so he should try to win. You know, he's competing for a trophy. He should not try to just let the game flag out. I mean, he needs to try to win too. If he wins, he could catch up to me. I didn't really think about that. So, Mule Skinner faded. It's pretty late there for you European. Most of our strong players are European. Notice that? So bishop takes b2. I'm hitting a whole knight and nothing but the knight. We grab the exchange. We got to take this, man. Come on. I take an exchange. Then I play f5. He's going to have some compensation, but come on. The queens are off. It'll be a technical exercise. And we've got to be much better here. We're up the exchange and a pawn. G4 wasn't really what I expected. I guess it's a decent move. We've only got 2 minutes. It's not gonna. This game's not gonna be done in time. So, c'est la vie. C'est la vie. Mysterious Expert gets second place, man. How did you do that? Like a magician. Like a magician, he snuck in there. It's collusion, I'm telling you. There should be a probe about Mysterious Expert's second place. No, seriously. Good job, man. We're just up in exchange. It's a winning position, but I don't think Borkro is going to be so generous as to resign. Unless there really is collusion going on. They have more time to play chess in Europe because they know work-life balance. Well, that might be the case. I live in both, so I could attest to that to some degree. I think Americans are, if we're talking about Americans, they are a little more obsessed with career, and Europeans maybe not quite so much, but it's kind of a generalization. Anyway, there's no time left, guys, so we're just going to finish this out without it counting for the standings. So what should we do? What am I doing? I need to trade pieces, like, somehow. It's kind of awkward. His knight is trapped. Funny, it's trapped. Knight c8, triple exclam. Even if I lose, it doesn't matter. I'd rather not lose, though. Offer a draw, I'll get second place. I offer a draw. What is it? I won every game? I haven't had a draw today. Borkro can get credit. Borkro can get credit, dude. No draw? Come on. It doesn't hurt you. Get credit. I'm going to beat you if you don't take a draw, man. Alright. I can't. Doesn't matter if I win. You can get a draw with an IM if you accept a draw. It's not going to affect the standings. I'm like trying to talk him into it. Oh, Mysterious Expert is too young for a Twitch account. I mean, that seems weird. You know, there should be, like, you're just not allowed to play the, you know, watch the ones that have, like, adult content or whatever. So we won the game. It doesn't count for the standings. Somebody was like, oh, you'll finish in second place. Tried to trick me, you know, and I actually believed you. Offer a draw, you'll get second place. Who said that? Now I won. At least I won the game. I finished third, guys. Let's check out the final standings. So Cormoran KR wins the tournament. Dude, check out my performance rating. Whoa. It's like my best all-time tournament performance rating. Cormoran KR 1993 performance. First place 12 games played. 83% win rate. Berserk rate 42. Mysterious Expert second place, really good performance. 2400. 9 games played. Win rate 89. No berserks. So that's a really solid result, man. And I was like with a really high performance rating. Only 7 games played, but perfect score. Only berserking 2. Yeah, that doesn't make sense, Soltigo. I agree. Twitch should allow kids, you know, just monitor like what they can watch and what they can't watch. Okay, so Cormoran, Mysterious Expert, Sparkle Horse, 3rd place. I'm proud of my performance rating. Borkrow did a really good job. Mule Skinner in 5th place. He put up some good games. He beat Cormoran. No, he beat Mysterious Expert. He beat someone. He beat Borkrow, maybe. I don't remember. Who was it you beat? You beat someone good. I gotta refresh this to see it. You knocked off somebody good. Pichu 99. Okay. You beat Cormoran too. Okay, so you beat Cormoran and Pichu 99. Obviously, look at the way he fell off. He's playing stronger players, maybe, but it seems like Mule Skinner got tired toward the end. He started off really, really strong. Fuzzy Logic, Zen Chess, Bale, Full Monkey Pushing Wood, and Lalu rounds out the top 10. We had 49 players, guys. Thanks, everybody, for watching and subscribing to the stream. The next stream will be Thursday's subscriber stream at 4:30 p.m. EDT, Eastern, what is it? Eastern Daylight Time. Does that seem right? Yeah. Eastern Daylight Time here. Our subscriber stream, game analysis with the subscribers on the Twitch stream on Thursday. Somebody just wanted to get at Borkrow. You wanted to get a game with me. Next time, buddy. I'm sure if you play on a regular basis, we're definitely going to get to play. Well, we did get to play. So there you go. You got what you wanted. Anyway, I'm a little bit slow in the uptake. I wanted to get my 2600 GM norm. But again, I fell short. Just like always. My greatest like ever tournament performance was probably like 2550. So no GM norms for me. Anyway, guys, I will see you on Thursday. Thanks everyone for watching and subscribing. Thanks to Soltigo for being a moderator. Thanks for supporting the stream, guys. And don't forget to check out the YouTube channel, Video Chess Training on YouTube. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. And don't forget, chess is for kids. Alright, no, seriously, guys. Thursday, subscriber stream, 4:30 EDT. And check out Soltigo as well. Bye-bye.